Hi, I'm Christine Giordano here at the Southern California Institutional Forum. This is Tony Schmitz from CalSTRS. Now, on a panel today, he discussed what might be a real true indicator of where prices are moving around the world. Can you kind of get into the weeds on that?
Yeah, sure. So with so much news and potential misinformation out there, one of the things we look at is the relative pricing between assets. So for example, if you were interested in discovering the truth behind whether the U.S. was becoming a backseat driver relative to international markets, one way you could do that is looking at the relative price of U.S. equities compared to international equities. A straight ratio would tell you a very compelling story about whether the U.S. is actually, whether the secular trends that have governed international equity returns over the past 30 years are reversing. And so that is something that we pay attention to. We mainly look at things on a daily, weekly, and monthly scale. And I mentioned over the last 30 years, the U.S. has really been the dominant force throughout the world. If you were an investor in U.S. equities and had overweighted U.S. equities, you were really paid and rewarded handsomely for that. With all the discussion about tariffs and the contentious macroeconomic climate, it does make sense to pay very close attention to whether those secular trends are reversing. And so that is one example of how you use relative prices to get a sense for where the market truly is and whether it's repricing or not.
Thank you, Tony. It kind of begs the question, are they reversing?
So far we have not seen the true indicator that a reversal is underway. What you have seen so far is that we were at very extreme highs in terms of U.S. equity returns relative to international, and we've come down a little bit since then, but we haven't really broken through the key levels that would indicate that this trend is flipping. Now that could change tomorrow. We are monitoring things on a daily basis, and if that trend reversal does happen, we will be on top of it and will likely make certain decisions as a result. But for the time being, the U.S. is still the top dog.
Thank you. And how's the conference going for you so far?
Oh, it's going great. Markets Group always puts on a good show, and I'm privileged to be here for the third time in the last couple of years, so look forward to seeing the rest of it.
Great to hear. Thank you. That's Tony Schmitz, CalSTRS.